So, beautiful people, we are going to use our net to prepare it to take the stick out.
Yes. So this is the net.
This is cool water here. Yeah? Wash it first, second, and this one. Thank you for joining us. If you are just seeing us for the first time, please help us to subscribe. Share our video with your friend and family. This is what you can prepare for your family and be enjoying it. Thank you for watching. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much. In this video, I want to show you how we are going to prepare our Nigerian fufu. Okay?
From scratch.
Yes.
Beautiful people.
This is the cassava. 2 bag.
This is our cassava. We have done this process before on our YouTube channel. So we always have new twists. So as you can see, these are our 2 cassavas. So this cassava is a bitter cassava we are using. We are not using the sweet one. So that is why we always say Nigerian fufu, because fufu is not the same everywhere. In Ghana, they have their own fufu. They don't use this cassava we are using. So they use the sweet one. We will use the bitter one. So we'll take you through the process. I understand that the process may be a bit tedious. You need to understand that we don't do this all the time. We are in December now. This cassava, when we finish it, what we are doing fermented cassava flour, which in Nigeria we call it elubo. So we'll be using it to make fufu and swallows. Okay, so it's a bit muddy. So we'll be peeling it. I need the other knife. We'll be peeling it and we'll show you how to do it. Usually this work is not an easy work. I understand that not all our viewers will have access to cassava, but for the record, it's better to have a knowledge about how to do it. If you find yourself in a place where you can have access to cassava, you can do it to save money for the family. Because these days, the economic situation is everywhere. Like this one now, we are in December now. This will take us to like June, July next year. You understand? So we'll be eating it gradually. You know, our family is a small family, so we'll be eating it small. So that is, it's not something we do every day. We don't do it every time. You want like this, we can do it maybe twice in a year. So it will take us a very long time. So we are peeling it. Beautiful people, you can see this cassava, it has whites. Okay, you can see this cassava, it is white. This is bitter cassava. Okay, the cyanide compound here is very toxic, so this is why it has to go through this process. Okay, this is why in Ghana they don't use this one for fufu. They use the sweet one. The sweet one is the one that has red color here. You see, when you remove, every cassava has brown skin, but once you remove that first brown skin, you see this one, the bitter is white, the sweet is red. Okay, so this one, the amount of cyanide compound here is dangerous for our health, so we have to pass through this process so that we can remove the cyanide compound and it will be edible for us to eat. So this is why this is called bitter cassava. So, beautiful people, as you can see, we are almost through. Okay, this one we just clear here because this is the dirty, so that we can have a safe passage. Thank you for watching. This is the most tedious part of the job. Wow, that is the last one. So the next step now is to do washing. So I think we'll take the white one too. So beautiful people, as you can see, she's washing the cassava. She's washing the cassava, and because you know from the market and from the farm, the cassava is dirty. So this is the first rinse, and this is the second one. So what I will do now is to take this one and put it here before we go and soak it. Okay, so I want to go and soak our cassava. So this is the one for soaking. So beautiful people, as you can see, this is our washed cassava. So this is our drum that we want to use for the soaking. So we'll put them inside. Later we'll add water. Yes. That is how we'll be storing it. So we'll go and wash more of this cassava. So beautiful people, this is our bucket of water. We want to go and pour it on our cassava. So this is our cassava. We have been loading it, and this is our water. So we'll be adding more water until we get food. So this is the second water. Oh yeah, leave there. I didn't ask you to cover it now. So we'll add more water. Leave it. Philip, let it soak. Leave it. Yes, we are leaving it to get soak. So, beautiful people, this is our cassava. So, that is it. The water has full, so we cover it for 3 days. So we'll cover it for 3 days to ferment. So afterwards we'll take you through the next process.
So beautiful people, our cassava is ready. It has soaked. Okay, see, this is 3 days later. So we are going to take it out of this water because this water is not too good to do. It's smelling. So we will take it to wash it.
Beautiful people, this cassava, you can see this is the fermenting process of it. Remember, we are doing fermented cassava flour. So this is the process it will take. This water is where the cyanide compound is. This water is not good, it's poisonous. So this is where we do the process. So we are going to throw this water and we are going to rinse it. You can see. So we'll wash it again before we take it to the next process. So I'm going to join my woman to support her because this job is a bit tedious.
So beautiful people, we are going to use our net to prepare it to take the stick out.
Yes. So this is the net.
Cool water. Yeah. Wash it first, second, and this one. Thank you for joining us. If you are just seeing us for the first time, please help us to subscribe. Share our video with your friend and family. This is what you can prepare for your family and be enjoying it. Thank you for watching.
I think I'll cook.
Hey, ma, receive by direct.
Okay.
The water is okay for me.
So I want to make it go like
I fẹ́ wash ẹ̀sùn eléyìí sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lọ. Ní tray in case I'm not too bad.
Yes. So we are in the process of cleaning it so that it will not smell. Yes. Manuela, tilẹ̀kùn now. Manuela, tilẹ̀kùn.
Oh yeah, shut you up with TV. Oh yeah, I want you.
Come and sit down here now. Come and watch how mommy and daddy is doing it.
Yeah, Lord, what? I don't know. So as you see as it's soft.
Beautiful people, this is the process of our Nigerian Fufu, which we can use for fermented cassava flour. So this is the process of how we are doing it. So this particular one was the one we removed from the 3 days water, which has the cyanide compound. So this is the first one from there. Then this is our second rinse, our third rinse, and this is the fourth one. This process we make the cyanide compound to separate himself from the cassava so that it will be edible enough. When you eat it, it will not give you stomach upset and it will not be smelling. Then it's not going to end here. We'll still take you through the process. So because this job is a tedious job, I'm going to support my wife so that we can make this faster. So I'm just showing you the process. We'll just be repeating it until the whole
the shaft here.
Yes, this is the shaft. This is the shaft. Okay, because we still have a lot of it from the blue drum we use. So I'm going to support her so that we can get this faster. So beautiful people, as you can see, we are through with the cassava. So this is our shaft. This is our shaft.
Some of the cassava,
it's not all. Yes, some may not be, like you can see this one maybe due to the ground, so at least for 3 days. So this is what we want here.
come and see.
Yes. So we are going to drain out the whole water. Follow us.
You are going to re-soak this one.
So beautiful people, this is our sack. we want to use, this is flour bag sack. You see, flour bag sack. So, beautiful people, as you can see, you know, at the beginning we said we got 2 bags of cassava. So these are the other ones. So because of time, we have to shorten the process because it will look as if we are repeating the process. So we just took you through the major process. So we want to drop this there. So this is the draining process. As you can see, the water is coming out. So we will not put a load on it because of the starch. So we want the water to go away from. We are draining the water. If we should put load now, it will affect the level of the starch in it. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, share, comment, turn up the post notification bell so that whenever we post an interesting video like this, you'll be the first to be notified. Subscribe if you're just seeing us for the first time. So right now we are waiting for the water to drain. Then we'll now go to the next process. Thank you for watching. This is our drainage system. Okay, this is how we are draining the cassava. You can see we are compressing the cassava. You see, so this is our own drainage system. So we are going to leave it like this for like 12 to 15 hours so that it will drain very well. So after then, we will now take it to the next process of drying it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, turn up the post notification bell so that whenever we post an interesting video like this, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching.
Good morning, beautiful people. Thank you for watching our videos. As you see, our Nigerian Fufu, the water it has drained out. You see.
Beautiful people, good morning. As you can see, this is our Nigerian Fufu. Okay. So the draining process has been completed. We'll remove the stones from the previous clips. So as you can see, we're about to, start the process of sun drying it and using the rest for Nigerian fufu. Kindly follow us as we proceed.
So the Nigerian fufu, we are going to dry some of it.
Yes.
Okay? So in case you don't know how to preserve Nigerian fufu, because if you have water, it will not stay long. So
Show this side. Philip, Anela, where is your chair? Go and sit there. So beautiful people, this is our Nigeria fufu.
you see,
You can see this is the cassava dough for the Nigerian fufu. This cassava dough is different from the Ghana dough because this is made up of bitter cassava, not sweet cassava. So if we have to prepare the Nigeria fufu, this is what we use to prepare the Nigeria fufu. So we are going to preserve some while we use the rest for Nigeria fufu. So this process is for us, it is like it's like stone like. So we are going to split it to make it like garri shapes, smaller shapes, so that it will be faster and easier for it to get dry. You can raise the thing and let them see. You can see it's like garri, so this one will dry faster. Okay. So we are going to repeat this process several times. Then we are going to dry it. Please, if you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, share with your friends and family. So she will add more to it.
Kurombe. Manuela gba.
So beautiful people, this is our second batch. Okay, you can see the sun is coming up, so it will get here, it will dry. Manuela, don't pass there now. Leave there. It's not time. So here is our first batch. As you can see here is our first batch. The sun is coming out. So we'll leave it to dry. This will take like approximately like 2 days to dry proper. So we want to move to the third one. So this is the third one. This is the third one. If you like this video, thumbs up, like, share, comment, turn off that post notification bell so that whenever we post an interesting video like this, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you very much. So beautiful people, here is our Nigerian Fufu, the 2024 method, new twist, how to preserve your Nigerian Fufu dough. So as you can see, the sun is rising. Very soon it will cover up the whole place and it will dry off. So like I said before, this is our second and this is our third. Here is our first. So this one, the sun has taken over here. So we'll allow it to dry for like 2 to 3 days depending on the gravity of the sun. Okay. Thank you very much for watching.
Mango ti jáde o.
Mango
Is it off? You see mango? Wow. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
Worry.
Beautiful people, thank you for watching. So we'll be updating you as it dries. Okay.
Yes.
Manuela, say bye bye. Bye. Mwah. Oh, Philip, you don't carry Philip. Say bye bye.
Bye bye.
Mwah. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
So, beautiful people, our Nigerian Fufu powder is ready. This is how we dry it. You see, this is 4 days later. You see, it has dried. This is Nigerian Fufu. This is not elubo. This is Nigerian Fufu. The processing, you see how we process it. So, we want to pack it.
So beautiful people, as you can see, this looks so much like the regular cassava flakes, which is popularly known as garri. So this is not garri, neither is it elubo. This is Nigerian Fufu powder. Okay, this is how to preserve your Nigeria fufu. Like as it is like this, it can stay up to 6 months. So this is our Nigeria fufu, because you can't keep it in a wet form for a long period. So this is how it is. I'm going to support my wife to finish the job.
Wow.
You can see the dust. That's to show that it has properly dried. We are approaching the Harmattan season, okay? So we clean this one. Should we just hang it?
Wow.
Close the lid so that you can see them. So beautiful people, this is our 2 bag of cassava. Although we have removed some to prepare Nigeria fufu, watch out for the video where we use it to prepare Nigeria fufu with banga. Hey, my people, if you eat that food, you go know say Nigeria fufu no get part 2. So let's go.
So people, this is our Nigerian fufu powder.
Yes, so
Thank you for watching.
This is not everything. We have removed when it was wet. When it was wet, we have removed the wet one. We have used it to prepare the fufu, the Nigeria fufu, the 6 to 6. But you know, we can't do so much, and we can't store it in the fridge like that for long. It will not be okay. So in this process, as it is like this, whenever we need to make Nigeria fufu, all we need to do is to just add water and
leave it for like
5 minutes,
5 minutes,
5 or 10 minutes.
Soak very well.
Then it will go back to the shape, you know, to how it was, the Nigeria fufu dough. It will go back. You can see we didn't, it's just like garri. We did not blend it. Yes. If
when you blend it, it will turn to elubo.
Yes, it will look like elubo, and it will not have that Nigeria fufu, the texture we want. So that is why we are not grinding it, and that is why we use this process. You can see the net we use to get this shape, so that it's just like perfect garri. The difference between this and garri is that garri has gone through fire. This one did not go through fire. Okay, so that is just the process. So thank you very much. If you like this video, kindly like, share, comment, turn up that post notification bell, so that whenever I post an interesting video like this, you'll be the first to be notified. This is food processing.
Yes.
As it is like this, if you have loved ones, we are in you know how the economy, I don't need to tell you how the economic system is. As it is like this, you can do it, send it to your loved one in abroad.
Yes.
Because as it is like this, it's very safe. It's just like garri.
Yeah.
And whenever it gets to the destination, all they need to do is to add small amount of water and mix it. The dough will come alive.
Yes.
So as it is like this, it can stay, like we are just family of 4. This can take us for like 6 months. My brothers, my sister, I will not lie to you. You see how the whole process is. We were here, was it not 7 days ago, last week? We were here 7 days ago when we started peeling. You've watched the process from the beginning. You can see it's a very tedious work, but when you do it like this, it will serve you for a very long time. You'll be eating it gradually, small. So anytime you have this urge of eating swallow, fufu, there are different types of fufu, but the Nigerian fufu is very unique. When you have that urge to eat the Nigerian fufu, here it is, one time. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. And
see you will be using it to prepare fufu.
Yes. So this is the video for the food processing. So when we want to use it to do fufu, we'll refer you to come and watch this video.
Yes.
So this is how it is. So whenever you see us using it for fufu, this is the job. Okay, it's just like the regular, like the goats. We do it, we'll be eating it small, because that is the only way it can last us for long. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. And one important information there. Beautiful people, if you want to do this, please, it's advisable, avoid doing it during rainy season. Because if you try to do it during rainy season, the weather can disappoint you. This process does not like water,
yes.
like rainy season. Because from the moment you soak it in the water, in fact, from the moment you possess the cassava and you soak it in the water, you don't need rain. Because if rain should come in between, it will affect. You can see how clean, how neat it is. You can see how neat and clean it is. So if the rain should come in, if you are using sun drying, if the rain should come in, you have issues, because it will not dry. It needs it, and whatever we make it not to dry quick, you will not get this color. So it's advisable, if you want to do it during dry season, when you know the rain is not at the peak. You can see this is December. We are getting close to the Christmas period. This period you can do it before the May, June, July rainy season. This is the time to do it. You can do it in bulk and
if
be
you
eating
have
it.
Dehydrator.
Well, if you have dehydrator, unless if you have dehydrator, if you want to do it in a very smaller scale, you can. That can still help. At least that can still help. Okay. This is our Nigerian fufu. While we are laying emphasis on this Nigerian fufu, you see, if you watch the process, how we do it from the beginning to here, you see that we took our time to process it neatly. Okay, there's nothing like smell here. Even self touching it, you will not even perceive anything. So that is how the beauty of this Nigerian fufu is, because I understand that some people, when they are doing it, maybe they are managing water.
Yes.
Or where they don't have enough good water, you know. So even from the fermenting process, they will not wash it. The cyanide compound will still follow them to this point. That is where you'll be perceiving the odor of fufu. But this particular one, hey, chai, the cyanide compound has gone right from
far.
More than 5-6 days ago. Yeah, you understand, because those cyanide compound is what makes it to smell, and a lot of people, they don't like that smell. Because when you eat fufu, you are supposed to eat fufu and go back to where you are coming from. Like people who eat it in the restaurant, after eating it in the restaurant, they will wash their hand with soap, yet the smell will still follow them. It's just like those who smokes. You understand? So this process, you can see how we took time, we did it clean and neat. There's nothing like smell. So that is the beauty of it.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.
Share, like, comment.
Share this video. Share with your friends or share with everyone. Okay? So see you when we'll be making use of this fufu powder to prepare our swallow. See you in our next video.
Bye bye.